Hey guys, a warm welcome back to the channel. Today I want to share my honest experience with the Quictent 20x10x 6.6 FT premium greenhouse for outdoors that I've been using in my backyard garden for a couple of months now. If you're thinking about growing plants year-round or extending your gardening season, this is definitely one of those products that can make a real difference between happy plants and struggling seedlings. Right off the bat, what stands out about this greenhouse is its size and build quality. At roughly 20 feet long, 10 feet wide and nearly 7 feet tall, this isn't a tiny backyard plastic tunnel you regret buying 5 minutes after setting it up. It's a large walk-in structure that actually gives you space to stand up, organize shelving, move plants around and work comfortably without feeling cramped. I had old greenhouses before that felt more like pop-up tents or glorified plastic covers, but this feels substantial and purpose-built. The first thing I noticed when the box arrived was that there are a lot of pieces, so yes, setup takes a bit of time. But it's not impossible. If you're someone who enjoys DIY and has a friend to help, you'll get it done in under a few hours. The reinforced top structure with sturdy steel frame pieces gives it a much more solid feel compared to cheaper alternatives that wobble or feel flimsy. Once it was up and anchored securely to the ground, it felt stable even on breezy days, which was a huge relief. That's something I can't say about some flimsy greenhouses I've tried in the past that looked nice but bowed in the first gust of wind. The cover itself is made from a thick, heavy-duty material that feels durable and purposeful. The semi-transparent white finish lets in plenty of light without blasting your plants with harsh direct sun, creating this really nice diffused brightness throughout the interior. That kind of light is ideal for seedlings and delicate plants that don't respond well to super harsh afternoon sun. Because it's thick and well stitched, I haven't seen any tears, fading or cracking even after rain, heat, and sun exposure. One feature that really impressed me is the presence of two door frames, one at each end of the greenhouse. That sounds simple, but it makes a huge difference in everyday usability. It feels way more convenient to walk through with tools, pots or trays without having to twist around to get in and out. The doors zip open easily and the zippers are surprisingly smooth for a greenhouse product. A couple times I was worried zipper quality would be cheap, but so far they've held up nicely without snagging. Inside the greenhouse, you have room for multiple shelves, plant racks and potting bench setups. I've been able to organize everything from potted flowers to herbs and seedlings all in one space. With the zipper doors closed at night when frost hits, the inside stays noticeably warmer than outside, which has helped a bunch with plants that are sensitive to cold. I've even managed to keep a few tomatoes alive much later in the season than I thought possible. The structure does a good job of balancing ventilation and protection. On especially warm days I'll unzip the doors and let air flow through so it doesn't turn into an oven. On cooler or rainy days I keep it zipped and the plants stay happy. It's that flexibility that's made me appreciate having a greenhouse versus just covering plants with individual plastic sheets or cloths. Of course, it's not perfect. You might want to add some extra anchoring stakes or weights if you live somewhere with super strong winds. The standard anchors that come with it are decent, but I did add a few extra ground stakes just to feel extra secure when storms rolled through. Also, because it's big, it does take up a fair amount of yard space, so you'll want to be sure you have an area that's fairly flat and gets good sunlight throughout the day. Another small thing worth noting is that if you're someone who's not big on DIY or tools, the setup might feel slightly intimidating at first. There are a lot of frame pieces and you do need to follow the instructions to get everything aligned right. But once it's up, you're rewarded with a stable, functional greenhouse that's far better than those flimsy pop-up models. For me, the biggest win has been the extra growing season and space. I can start seeds early in the spring without worrying about unpredictable weather. I can protect delicate seedlings from heavy rain and wind. Winter crops like spinach and lettuce have survived nights that would have normally killed them outdoors. I even started a few warm weather plants a couple of weeks early because the greenhouse interior warmed up nicely in the sun. If you want to check what the current best price is right now, click the link below for the best price. For backyard gardeners, hobby growers, or anyone wanting an easier way to manage plants year-round, this greenhouse has made a difference in mine.